No fluff today. We're going to build a LinkedIn ghostwriting agent that will use your own tone of voice and create content for LinkedIn automatically. My name is Marvin Aziz, I'm head of community at Lindy, and this agent will analyze your existing posts to get your tone of voice, generate posts based off of that, including hook variations for each of those posts, and then save everything neatly inside of your content library. So let's go and build it. All right, building a writing agent inside of Lindy is super simple. It only really requires two steps. One, we can use the message receive trigger to chat with our agent, and then two, the agent step. Now, in order for it to actually write in my tone of voice, we are going to need a prompt for it, right? And I find that the best way to create that prompt is by giving it context about my most recent posts on LinkedIn. Now, I could literally go ahead and simply copy and paste all of my LinkedIn posts into ChatGPT or Claude or something and have it write like a tone of voice document for me in order to use for this prompt. But instead, I want to do something differently. I want to actually scrape all of that information from my LinkedIn profile and use Lindy with my agent in order to write the prompt for me, right? So let's do this. I'm going to add an action to run an actor. Now, this is an API actor. API has tons of scraping actors on the platform, and we're going to use one which is called LinkedIn profile post scraper, no cookies, right? Now, there's a bunch of information you might need to fill out, but we're going to skip all of it except for the total number of posts. I'm going to type in 15 just to have a bit of a limit here in terms of how many posts we want to pull from, right? Now, next is I'm going to add another agent, which is supposed to help me write the ghostwriting prompt for me. And I have prepared a very simple prompt for this, which is help me turn my most recent post from LinkedIn to a tone of voice or persona document we can use as a prompt for my LinkedIn ghostwriting agent. You see, like it's literally, I voiced over this instead of typing it because I feel like the nuances I share while speaking to my AI helps him or helps the agent to create better results for me, right? I want the agent to specifically focus on the hooks first and foremost. You should really think hard on the actual hook part and suggest at least 5 versions of a hook for each post. Cool. So we got that. Now what we can do in order to kick this off is we can connect the message receive trigger to my run actor. And now I can go on and turn it on. Go to my task view. Go to my task view and actually share it my LinkedIn profile. There we go, Marvin Aziz. Feel free to connect. And now the actor is running. Now you can imagine this to literally go to my LinkedIn profile and look for the most recent 15 posts and simply return it with all of the stats you can see right here, right? What activity this was, the link to it, this was a quote, some stats on it, and so on. And now hopefully our agent is going to come up with a prompt we can use for our ghostwriting agent, which is pretty cool. Right on. Okay, great. So we got our ghostwriting prompt. LinkedIn ghostwriting agent, Marvin Aziz, tone of voice, and persona. You're writing as Marvin Aziz, a builder and educator in the AI agent space. That's spot on. So we got writing style guidelines, tone elements, content themes, hook writing instructions. The hook is everything. There we go. I love this part. Hook patterns that work, hook structure, content structure, formatting, specific language patterns, avoid these, example hook variations, final reminders. Man, this is amazing. Now I'm gonna go and copy all of that, go back to the flow editor, paste that into my ghostwriting agent step, which I'm also going to rename ghostwriter, right? And then I can connect my message received trigger back to my agent and have it write for me. Now, instead of only having my posts inside of Lindy, I could also save them in a content library. And that's what we're going to do as well. Perform an action. I'm going to use Google Sheets for that, append a row. And I just created a Google Sheet, which I called LinkedIn Ghostwriter, but it doesn't have any columns yet. And that's why you can't see any more fields in here. So I'm going to go to my LinkedIn sheet and add some columns. Let's say date, target audience, keywords, topic, hook variations, and full post. Great. Now that we have that, if we reselect the sheet, we now see all of the columns, right? And I don't even have to prompt these columns anymore because the LLM already knows the column names and should be able to fill in those fields, leaving everything to auto. That's the beauty about Lindy, right? Now I only need to. Now what I'm still missing here is an exit condition for my agent. So he knows exactly when to actually stop writing and we can continue to append the row. Exit once the task is complete is my go-to. And I'm gonna add a couple more things to my agent just to make sure it works as expected. You are an fully autonomous ghostwriting agent. Never ask for user feedback or guidance. Exit once the complete LinkedIn post has been created, including all hook variations. Cool. So let's actually deploy it. Now, if I go back to my task view, I can now create a new task and tell it my content idea, right? I want to write a LinkedIn post about my LinkedIn ghostwriting AI agent I just built for the Build Club. It's capable of first scraping your LinkedIn profile for all of the posts you created in the past, and based on that can go and write LinkedIn posts on your behalf in your own tone of voice, so you never have to do that again. Right? Now if I hit enter, my AI agent, including the prompt, will do a lot of work for me, and hopefully this turns out good. There we go. So we got 5 hooks right here. I just built an AI agent that writes LinkedIn posts in my exact voice. Now I never have to stare at a blank screen again. Not bad. And here's the full post. Great. Now it's actually updating my sheet. So let's see if it did well. Yeah. So we got the target audience. We got the keywords, the topic. We got all the hook variations and we got the full post. Amazing. That's it. That's literally how easy it is to build a LinkedIn ghostwriting agent you can speak to anytime.